Hello, everyone. This is Jay. We are here for another week of must-have comic books. We are looking at the comics for the week of, I believe, October 26th, is it? I'm lost. Y'all help me out here. But anyway, just got finished making a video, my first full-face video with my daughter. And I think it came out pretty good. I think I found a new dynamic for this channel. And I think I'm going to be doing that from now on. But just glad to be here, glad to be alive. Another week of comic book goodness. And it's the first time I actually went to the comic book store on Wednesday in a long time. And the owner was quite surprised that I was solicited to go to another comic book shop. But what can I say, man? You know, I guess we got to share the love with the different comic book stores and this and that. But I've been dealing with Bailey's for almost 40 years, man. That is insane. That's crazy. Oh, man, that is a long time. And I know that I went to that comic book store even before I was old enough to buy my own books. And it was between Bailey's Comics in Lindenhurst and Stinky's Collectibles at the Busy Bee Mall in Massapequa. I know all my old heads definitely remember the Busy Bee. And my sister hooked me up with a gift certificate at Stinky's Collectibles at the Busy Bee Mall. And got some nice Fantastic Four books. I remember that. John Byrne, goodness. But by the time you're listening to this, I believe the video with me and my daughter is up. Please watch it. I implore you. You get a couple of good laughs. It's actually talking about the little video that Reggie Collects did on Comics Explained. Little tweet about having physical comic book stores or whatever. But it's a nice little video, man. Nice little video of me and my daughter. It's pretty dope. But we're going to get into these books and I'm going to get out of y'all way. I made this a little late this week. Got a lot going on between church and family life, etc. So I hope that you are listening to this and you get a nice glimpse at the comic books coming up in the upcoming week. As always, we're going to start off with DC Comics. We have Action Comics 1016 by Brian Michael Bendis and Kruganski. Jamal Campbell is doing cover A and Brian Hitch is doing cover B. I kind of fell off on reading Action Comics, even though I'm still getting it. This is all that Naomi stuff and all of that. So we shall see. Naomi gets to fight the Red Mist. Aquaman Annual number 2 by Kelly Sue DeConnick and Victor Ibanez. Yeah, y'all gotta excuse me. I was going freestyle a little minute ago. Now I'm just reading stuff off. Batgirl number 40 by Cecil Castellucci and Carmen DiGianni. We're going to leave it just like that. And cover A is by DiGianni and cover B is by Javier Fernandez. Batman Beyond 37 by Dan Jurgens and Sean Chen. One of my favorites. Cover A is by Lee Weeks and cover B is by Francis Manapul. And if you guys steadily watch my video for New Comic Book Day and stuff, you know I've been already talking about that new Batgirl Beyond, and she is on the cover of this book. Make sure you get it. One of my 2009 favorites, Batman Curse of the White Knight number 4, written and drawn by Sean Murphy, and both cover A and B is by Sean Murphy. This is one of the best series of 2019. Definitely a must-have and a must-read. And I'm digging the B covers, and they're highlighting the co-stars of the book. And I believe this one is Alfred. Got the nice little rapier in his hand on this one. Batman Superman number 3 by Joshua Williamson and David Marquez. I've just not paid attention to this book at all, even though it's supposed to be pretty good. Cover A is by David Marquez, and cover B is by Paleo Pantalina. Detective Comics 1014 by Peter Tomasi and Doug Mankey. Mankey is doing cover A, and Paul Hope is doing cover B. We got a dollar comic this week. That is a reprint of Swamp Thing #1. And I don't know. Not really into those dollar comics, but I might grab it just because it's Swamp Thing #1. The Flash 81 by Joshua Williamson and Scott Collins. Definitely a very, very good series from DC Comics. Cover A is by Rafa Sandoval, and cover B is by Gilliam March. Freedom Fighters #10. And I have just fell off so hard on this book. This book is dope, though. I think I stopped at like issue 5. This is too many comic books to get, but I'm definitely gonna try to jump back on this book. I don't know when it's ending. It might be a 12-issue maxi series or something like that, but this book is dope. And Robert Venditti shoots from the 3-point line. This is by Robert Venditti and Eddie Barrows, and I think it's just been them two for the whole series, which is good. We got a 100-page giant of Swamp Thing #1. And these are no longer Walmart exclusives, but look to your local comic book shops and you shall find them there for the same price of $4.99 for a 100-page goodness of comic book reading. The Terrifics, #21 by Gene Luen Yang and Steven Segovia. We got Dan Mora doing cover A. I guess Bizarro is jumping rope with these two cats for shame. Cover A. And cover B is by Tony Shasteen. And last book for DC Comics is Wonder Woman. And I didn't write down a number for that. Shameful. I guess I was going too fast. And this is by G. Willow Wilson and Exo Monaco. Cover A is by Yannick Paquette. And cover B, super dope cover B by none other than Jenny Frison. 2 books for Image Comics. We got Ascender #6 by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nugent. Get it, buy it, read it, and love it. Middle West #12, another book that I laid to the wayside. Oh, even though it's a good book, by Scotty Young and George Corona. Get back on that. Get back on it. And for our independent books, we are Hellmouth crossover continues with Angel #6. And that is by Brian Edward Hill and Gleb Melankoff. And cover A is by Dan Panazin. And cover B, I do not have the artist for that, but that cover B is dope. And I think that's what they call the FOC variant. Vampire State Building #2 by Angie and Charlie Atlard. Charlie Atlard is doing cover A, and Stefano Guadiano is doing cover B. Moving it right along over here to Marvel Comics, we got a new book, The Amazing Mary Jane, #1 by Leah Williams and Carlos Gomez. And that has a gazillion covers. I'm only doing like 5. Cover A is by Humberto Ramos. Cover B is the Art Germ cover. Cover C is the 1 in 25 cover by Carlos Gomez. Cover D is the 1 in 10 by Anna Rude. And cover E is a blank cover. I have no idea what this book is about. I think for most of us, it's going to be cover grabs. You know, always love Humberto Ramos' artwork, and definitely got to get that Art Germ cover. Amazing Spider-Man 32 by Nick Spencer and Patrick Gleason. Oh, this book is a little rough. I've been trying to follow Spider-Man, but it's just been dragging. And I guess we know that that new bug villain or whatever is supposed to be the Osborn kid. Oh my God, that was weak. Anyway, cover A is by Patrick Gleason. Cover B, super dope connecting cover by Arthur Adams. And cover C is a Mary Jane cover by Ahmad Asrar. Avengers #25 by Jason Aaron and Stefano Casella. Casella is doing cover A. Cover B is the Marvel's 25th anniversary by Alex Ross. And cover C is the Mary Jane cover by Jay Anacleto. Fearless number 4, which this book seems dope. I haven't read it. Have I picked it up? I don't think I picked it up at all. But Yasmin Putri is doing cover A. And those cover A, she's been hitting out the ballpark. Definitely just for a cover grab. And this book is done by various writers and artists. And Jenny Frison, I believe, has a connecting cover for cover B. I guess the It book this week for many of us, The Immortal Hulk number 25 by Al Ewing and Joe Bennett. We have a slew of covers here, so prepare yourself. Alex Ross is doing cover A. Joe Bennett is doing cover B. We have a Mary Jane Watson cover for cover C, which I just put up there because it was Mary Jane, but it's... Oh, that picture of Hulk just looks so... I ain't going to use the word. Cover D is the Midtown exclusive cover. Ron Lim is doing cover E, and I believe that's an incentive cover also. Cover F is by Andrea Sorrentino, and Ed McGuinness is doing cover G. We also have a Hidden Gem Gene Colan variant and a green blank variant, which I think was listed as a 1 in 200. I don't know how much that book costs, but I'm going to try to get it. The Immortal Hulk Director's Cut number 6. Y'all know all about that. And we have an Incredible Hulk number 1 facsimile, which is on the must-buy list because, as I said in my other video, we don't spend $10,000 on comic books. But anyway, King Thor number 2 by Jason Aaron and Asad Ribic. And definitely looking forward to the return of Gore the God Butcher and Loki the Necro God. Second X-Men book to come out from Dawn of X. Marauders number 1 by Jerry Dugan and Matteo Loai. Cover A is by Russell Dodderman. Cover B is the Draw All Mutants by Mark Bagley. Cover C is a Young Guns variant by Aaron Cooter. Cover D is what they call the Red Queen variant. Cover E is a design variant. Cover F is a nice white queen by Philip Tan, and that is an incentive cover. Cover G is by Greg Land. I don't know where you can get that, but that book looks dope. And cover H is an incentive cover by Todd Nock. Strike Force number 2 by Tiny Howard and German Peralta. Cover A and cover B both is by Andrea Sorrentino. You got the next Star Wars, which I haven't wrote the number down for that either. And the only reason I'm getting it is because of this. And this is by Greg Pak and Phil Noto. The only reason I'm getting it is because of Phil Noto. We have Tony Stark Iron Man number 17 by Dan Slott and Francesco Manna. Cover A is by Alexander Lozano. And cover B is a Mary Jane cover by Raza. Somebody was talking about sleeping on Raza's odd, but he be all right. Okay. All right, let's get into the cover of the week, or covers, that is. We have Amazing Spider-Man number 32, the Arthur Adams connecting cover. We have The Vampire State Building number 2, cover A by Charlie Adlard. It's a wonderful, nice vignette over there. We have, let us see, The Immortal Hulk number 25, cover A, the Alex Ross cover. And we have Mary Jane number 1, the Art Germ cover. The Marauders number 1 by Greg Land. And of course, we're going to go with Jenny Frison again for that outstanding Wonder Woman cover. And for our books of the week, we have Batman Beyond number 37. And I say get that. Just may be a key. Be on the lookout for Batgirl Beyond and first appearance, etc. Batman Curse of the White Knight number 4. Mini-series of the year, maybe? I think so. Immortal Hulk number 25. You know, that's a must read, I believe. I don't know how many pages it is. I know it's oversized and it's $5.99. And King Thor #2. Always happy to read Jason Aaron's Thor, especially with all the Necro Sword work and all of that. And of course, everybody is just waiting with bated breath for the continuation of the Dawn of X. Even though I'm kind of on the fence of this book, I guess I'll get the first 3 issues. And that is Marauders #1. And make sure that you always try to get your previews from your local comic book shop and order as soon as you can. Visit frequently and be nice. And I will catch you guys at the same bat time and at the same bat channel. Peace.